There are places on this earth that most people will never know exist. Hidden not because they're small or invisible, but because they're sacred. Too wild for maps, too precious for crowds. Where the air tastes different, where your heartbeat actually slows, where time is no longer something to chase, but something to feel. And at the very edge of the known world, past the reach of roads, beyond even the clouds, lies one such place. A luxury retreat so remote, you have to abandon more than just your schedule to get there. You have to let go of everything, even yourself. Today, I'm taking you to the most isolated 5-star resort on Earth. Not just for the luxury, not just for the views, but for the way this place will redefine what it means to feel alive. Welcome to Luxe Quest. Let's begin. Your journey starts with an email, sent not by an assistant or booking agent, but by someone known only as the coordinator. There's no website, no booking platform. You're invited, not confirmed. A few weeks later, you're met at a private lounge in Oslo. From there, your passport is taken. Not out of security, but discretion. You board a luxury twin jet outfitted like a Scandinavian designer loft. Leather recliners, wood-paneled walls, raw linen blankets. It feels like the inside of a meditation app. The flight? 2.5 hours into pure wilderness. Then a floatplane. Then, finally, a handcrafted electric snow sled, custom-built for this terrain. As the sled glides silently over frozen lakes and mossy ridgelines, something strange happens. You stop checking your watch. You stop checking anything. You are leaving behind the visible world and entering the hidden one. You arrive at twilight. The light here is different, colder, bluer, like a dream you almost remember. No valet, no lobby music, no check-in, just a pathway of hand-lit lanterns leading to a timber-framed structure glowing with warmth. The staff doesn't welcome you with rehearsed phrases. They smile deeply, as if your family returning after years lost at sea. A glass of wild spruce champagne is placed in your hand. A fire crackles in a hearth carved from obsidian stone. You're led to your villa, which has no number, just a name, etched into reclaimed driftwood. Stillness. Inside, the architecture is poetry. Heated oak floors, ceiling-to-glass windows that frame the valley like a painting. Your bed is made from floating cedar, suspended by tension cables. Above it, a skylight opens with a whisper to reveal the Arctic sky. The bathroom? A private spa. Rainfall shower infused with foraged herbs. A stone-soaking tub facing the horizon. Every amenity is local, sustainable, and rare. But it's not just about design. It's about intention. This is not where you stay. This is where you return to yourself. Morning arrives not with an alarm, but a shift in the light. You awaken to silence, not empty, but full. Full of wind, bird song, the creak of ancient pines. Breakfast arrives in a hand-woven basket. Birch-smoked salmon, juniper-cured eggs, warm reindeer milk bread. No phones, no menus, no mirrors even. This place isn't about how you look. It's about how you feel. And in this stillness, you begin to notice things. The sound of your breath, the taste of snow in the air, the weight you've been carrying, beginning to lift. The lodge was designed by a reclusive architect who lives among wolves. Each material is chosen not for appearance, but for emotion. The walls? Packed moss for insulation and grounding scent. The lights? Programmable to mimic sunrise and northern twilight. Everything is curated to lower your heart rate. Even the ambient music isn't music. It's the forest, amplified. Your villa has no television, no screen. Instead, a handmade journal and ink set waits beside the fireplace. Here, luxury is not distraction. It's presence. There is no itinerary. Just a whisper. The mountain awaits. One morning, your guide, an elder Sami woman named Layla, takes you snowshoeing through silver forest paths. She shows you how to listen to snow, how to read wind patterns, how to track silence. You sit with her beside a frozen stream. She brews wild sage tea in a copper kettle. You talk about time, about ancestors, about healing. In the afternoon, you board a dog sled and race across a frozen fjord. You laugh like a child. You forget your name. You remember your joy. Dinner here is not a meal. It's a ritual. The chef, a visionary who trained in Kyoto, Paris, and Noma. He doesn't serve dishes. He tells stories. Your first course, reindeer consommé with smoked sea moss, served in a carved glacier bowl, followed by cedar-roasted Arctic char, cloudberry jus, birch ash sourdough. Dessert is created tableside, a nitrogen-frozen birch bark creme brulee that disappears on your tongue like a memory. Wine pairings, rare biodynamic vintages flown in via carbon-neutral airship. But again, it's not about excess. It's about reverence. Beneath the cliffs, hidden in a geothermal cave, is the spa. You're led through a torchlit tunnel. It smells of rose hip and charcoal. Inside, a thermal circuit, volcanic sauna, cold water plunge, mineral mist therapy. Then, the massage, performed by a healer who doesn't speak, but who knows. Her hands work like memory, finding where grief lives in the body. She doesn't ask questions. She simply reminds you how to exhale. Afterward, you float in a pool heated by the earth. You stare up through an open skylight as snow falls softly into the water. And in that moment, you dissolve. At night, you return to your villa. A fire has been lit. Your favorite scent, wild juniper, burns gently in a carved stone bowl. Outside, the aurora begins to shimmer. Greens, purples, blues, like a celestial ballet just for you. You step into your outdoor soaking tub, naked, vulnerable, alive. You sip elderflower whiskey. You cry, not from sadness, but from release. And you think, maybe for the first time, this is what it means to be human. Leaving isn't easy. Your sled arrives at dawn. You hug the staff, whose names you now know. You fly back over the forests, the fjords, the fold of silence. The signal returns to your phone, but something inside you resists the noise. You've tasted stillness. You've met yourself. And that can't be undone. This wasn't just a trip. It was a rebirth. A rare kind of luxury, the kind that stays with you. This is Luxe Quest, and this was unforgettable. Subscribe if you haven't already, because the world is full of places that change you, and I intend to find them all.